finally, new rule, stop asking me how it is that bad people can do good things. Here in California, we've been busy lately scraping a name off every building in the state because famed labor leader Cesar Chavez turned out to be not the folk saint we had been told, but more like the Latino Jeffrey Epstein. Saint? He was more like a priest, if you know what I mean. Officials here have been in such a rush to get his name off schools, half the kids in LA now go to TBD Elementary. Now, such a man as Cesar Chavez presents us with the age-old quandary of purists versus utilitarians, who are people who believe, above all else, numbers matter. Chavez undeniably made the lives of millions better. So the question is, if you could go back in time and kill him to spare the young girls he assaulted, would you? A purist says yes. I say no, which is also what Dolores Huerta said. She was Chavez's right-hand aide in the movement and also one of his rape victims. And she said she never reported his crimes because, quote, the formation of a union was the only vehicle to accomplish and secure farm workers' rights, and I wasn't going to let Cesar or anyone else get in the way. The farm worker movement has always been bigger and far more important than any one individual. That, to me, is pretty heroic. But that's life. Being an adult often means choosing between two horrible options, like the food on United. But here's where someone always says, why can't we just have great deeds done by good people? I don't know, because we live on Earth. Things are really imperfect here. I'll see you at the Michael Jackson movie. Yeah, it's funny how when it comes to the arts, we seem to have no trouble separating bad people from the good stuff they do. Kanye just sold out SoFi. He could perform on a floating swastika, and his fans would say, I don't support everything. I'm just here for the songs about women obsessed with money. Now, would it be great if all pop stars were pure and societal advancements were all led by an exemplary human being with a benevolent heart and an incredible head of hair? Of course, but I only have so much time in the day. Kids, do you know about MBS? No, that's not when older people can't shit right. No, MBS is Mohammed bin Salman. He's the crown prince of Saudi Arabia, and thanks to him, Saudi Arabia lets women drive now. And the fact that that is an applause break tells you how heavy a lift modernizing Saudi Arabia is. Thank you, one person. But he's doing it. On the flip side, he absolutely did order the decapitating of a journalist with a bone saw. Now, the purist says, get rid of him, no compromise with wrongdoing. Yeah, Biden tried that. He wouldn't shake his hand. And he said he'd make the Saudis pay the price and make them pariahs. Yeah, then we remembered we need their oil, and the price of pariah dropped through the floor. Trump, of course, completely could give a shit about any of it and said to MBS, put her there, and as long as you're killing journalists, have you met Don Lemon? So, kill MBS if you like, but just know you'd also be killing the dreams of millions of Saudi women to not live like chattel. Because MBS is also the reformer who defanged the religious police there and let women leave the house without a male guardian. He allowed female students to carry phones on campus, although he might want to rethink that one. Now, Do MBS's good deeds excuse the head chopping? Of course not. They live alongside it. Or take MBS's big buddy Jared Kushner, who, while he's America's negotiator in the wars going on in the Middle East, he also has billion-dollar business deals going with the Saudis and Qatar and the UAE. Wow! Oh, this guy looks meek, but he's got some balls. Now, do I love it that the president's son-in-law wets his beak while doing the nation's business? No, but he's a millennial. Of course he's got a side hustle. And also, maybe that's how business gets done in that part of the world. Yes, it reeks of corruption, but do I hate it that the top dog in Islam is bros with a Jew? I don't. I think it's great. I think it's great progress that the Arabs would rather bribe Jews than kill them. Kushner got the Abraham Accords done. That's a good thing, even if you think the wrong team did it. The Iranian regime has killed, because they wanted to be free, thousands and thousands of women on purpose. We killed 175 by accident. Horrible. But do the moral math. Do the math. People get killed in almost all big undertakings. Death is almost always the price for emancipation. But would you argue that our Civil War wasn't worth the lives lost? Don't answer that, Stephen Miller. Thomas Jefferson had sex with a slave, and being a slave, it meant she could not say no. That's a rapist. A rapist wrote the Declaration of Independence, and somehow was also the product of the Enlightenment, who invented a great country. Life makes no sense. Labor unions and democracies are founded by rapists. Women can be liberated by pussy grabbers. Modernity can be ushered in by beheaders. I know, it's like finding out Tiger Woods teaches driver's ed. So, when I see people spouting slogans like peace, not war, unity, not division, I roll my eyes. Of course, this is what we all want. The adult question is, at what price? Violence is never okay. Yes, it is. World War II got millions killed, but without it, people would still be heiling Hitler. Okay, bad example.